Hey guys, and welcome to Smells Like Teen Angst. I'm Sarah, and today we are going to talk about the new Machine Gun Kelly movie, Taurus. Taurus tells the story of a burnt out addict, like screaming for their life musician who is wildly successful, but at the same time incredibly miserable with where they are. As someone who, one, is a huge Machine Gun Kelly fan because he stars in this movie and was also in the music industry for a very long time when I was young, I was very much looking forward to this story. It's supposed to be a commentary on the Mac Millers, the Lil Peeps, the Amy Winehouses, those who are loved so much and the industry just chews them up and spits them out whole. And these are the stories where sadly they don't make it to the other side. This isn't a story where there's a huge beginning, middle, and end. There's not a lot of action. Everything just kind of sits and settles and is very slow. And I don't say any of this as a bad thing. I'm just saying so that when you go into it, you'll have some sort of an idea.
I can't watch him every minute.
I don't get why I'm like this. Maybe you can act more like an employee so I'm not late, cool?
God, I hate you!
Colson Baker, as this character, is living really close to his own personal life. If you know anything about him, if you've read any articles, if you are a fan, then you know that he has struggled a lot through the same things this character goes through. However, what I find different is that his character in this film has zero charm. And I am very torn when someone asks me, well, do I think that Colson Baker did a good job in this movie? I don't know. And that's so weird for me because I love him in The Dirt. I think him as Tommy Lee is like one of the best performances. It's so good. As far as losing who he is in his charm and charisma, that happened. But was this a good performance? I still don't know because this story is still very much him. He's playing a musician. He's playing a rapper who's trying to write a song. He is still himself, but in a way it's like the worst part of himself.
Do you think rock stars are special people?
Unfortunately for me, as far as the story goes, I understand what the writer and director was trying to say. They're trying to put out a commentary about the music industry and how it constantly builds these people up and destroys them over and over and over again. And how artists and actors and those in the entertainment business are very much put on display and are like little puppets and are there to be eaten alive by the public. Because we do that. But while I know that's what this movie is supposed to be, it's just not what it actually is. Taurus is absolutely a front row seat to addiction. However, there is no subtext on how he gets there or even why he stays. They don't give us the dialogue. We don't see the puppet masters at work. We don't see how this character is being taken advantage of and how he's been pushed to this brink in any way, shape, or form. We are thrown into the middle of his turmoil. And it's not that I need to see something from beginning to, I don't need to see him become a star. I don't need to see every moment of the industry taking advantage of him. I can write that myself. But what I do need to see is a little bit of it. Like, we just see him being an asshole. So in the end, we are left with a wildly unlikable character, and you just don't care. If his record label is taking advantage of him, and we do meet his rep, and he kind of has like a conversation, but it's just not enough. None of it is ever enough. Everything is surface level, and it doesn't earn where we go, if that makes sense. This film had so much potential to really, really say something. And unfortunately, I don't think it says what it thinks it did. The industry, whether it's music, acting, entertainment in general, is a beast. And these people do not care about you, even when they pretend to. And at the end, you get this moment of like, well, new artist, we'll protect you. But again, the ends don't justify the means. That's not the right saying. The journey isn't justified to get you there. We just don't get enough. However, we do get an incredible cover sample of the Twilight theme song and MGK rapping on it. And I call that a win. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm Sarah. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think about Taurus, and ring that bell so you don't miss out on any more angsty videos.